dear brothers and sisters, I just want to tell the story of the River of God Church in a nutshell. This was the river in which I almost drowned, and I was about 3 years old. I almost drowned, and there were some village boys that were taking bath here. My parents used to, when they used to go to minister, they used to, leave us to the care of some youth boys and girls. So there were some boys that came to the river. They carried us along. So when they were very busy, along with my siblings, my elder sisters, when they were very busy playing in the river, I was seated almost on, those stones by the river. Now the outset has almost changed. The breadth has, become very narrow, but still there's a good flow. On the same river, what happened is, I was a kid, about 3 years old, so I drowned. I quietly came, slipped through the waters, and began to, wash my hair, because that's what I saw all my sisters doing. So I just came and I fell, and the water just took me away. My dear friends, we went to a depth. There is a swirl in this river, which has a deep torrent of waves. At that place, I was caught up. And then there was this youth who was, taking bath somewhere. He saw a lock of hair come up and go. So he ran towards that place, and he pulled out, and he saw there was a child, and that was me. My dear friends, this is the river. Today, we happened to visit the mission place, and my daughter was expressing interest for baptism almost, a year now. And we hadn't, we were thinking she should be fully prepared for this great, start of her life. So when we reached here, when we saw the river, it just sat well in our hearts, and very fitting that this could be the river where my daughter could be baptized. So my daughter is baptized in this river today, and it's such a joyous occasion. And our church is called the River of God Church because my life began in the river, and the river is flowing. Physically, I was drowned 3 times through 3 different, waves that took me against the torrents. And there was somebody's hand that just stretched, and that person is here today as well. His name is Mr. Kamalesan, and they were just youth boys here when my parents were there. But today, they are all missionaries in this village, and it's such a, joyful privilege. And the river keeps flowing. Today it has gone to many nations. My dear friends, this will be a great start. The river of God will continue to flow across the nations. We are coming. The river of God, here we come. This is our story in a nutshell. The river that could have caught us off guard, that could have caught me off guard, is the river in which I was saved. I was baptized even as young, when I was drowning, and then now the Lord has made us the River of God Church. Welcome, River of God Church family, to understand the story, and all of you are watching, that you would be a part of us. God bless you all.
Jesus longs to meet you there. He is calling, He is waiting. Jesus longs to meet you there.